Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to Upkick MMA, episode 410. I am Brendan. All right, Jake Paul taking on Mike Perry. Now, this was in boxing, and I know that I normally don't cover boxing. For those of you guys who watch this channel for a while, you know that I do cover the Jake Paul things because he fought a lot of MMA fighters. Anyway, I started doing that, and then I started covering some other boxing matches. So this is not my forte. Forgive me if I make mistakes when I call things wrong. Based off what I saw, I still try to score it the same way I do MMA. My scorecard isn't really needed for this one, so we don't have to worry about that. I just more want to talk about what I saw, what's going on. If you like this kind of thing, subscribe to the channel. That way the next video is coming out. Let's get started. Let's start talking about the fight. So Paul was using his jab really well, backpedaling and circling. Paul going to the body well. He found a right hand and drops him in the first round. Now, here we go. So I'll see if I can do this without getting copyright struck. But the first one happened in the first round. This is the first drop. Yep, the right hand right there. That's the first one. He gets right back up. But, I mean, that's a good drop in that first round. And the problem is, like, even before that, he was getting outstruck. He wasn't doing much. You know, Perry's too easy to hit, and unless Paul gets tired, this could be an early night. So that's kind of what we saw is Paul eventually does tire out a little bit, right? He does start to slow down. He's not landing with as much power, but still able to get the job done in most of these rounds. So round two starts. Perry might be looking to feel the power of Paul and come out with some more in this round. But from what I saw in the first round, it was really just waiting too much, getting outpointed, and then eventually dropped. Another right hand puts Perry down on all fours almost immediately in the second round. I don't have a highlight of that one, but yeah, he catches him in the second round, puts him down again. And then the problem, like I said, the problem with this whole thing is Perry is not a point fighter. Perry's a power puncher. And in order to land your power punches in here, he wasn't setting anything up, wasn't moving into dirty box. The only time I saw him do anything successful, we'll talk about in the next round, but that's the only time I saw him do anything. Perry ends around walking him down with his legs wide, swinging away. He ended round two doing the correct thing. But I had him down, so I had the first round 10-8, and then this round I had another 10-8, so I had him down 20-16. Third round. Perry is doing a better job of slipping shots now that Paul is slowed down slightly. Perry finding the mark with that left hand, still not using his jab, of course. Paul lands a nice lead hook as Perry's still backing him down. Paul wants to clinch up repeatedly, but Perry was using his elbows to shove him away and keep walking him down. I did like that. So one of the things that you'll see, even experienced boxers use, but one of the things that you will see Jake Paul do a lot is clinch, right? He loves to play the game. Part of the game is like if you clinch up, the ref has to come in and separate you. You clinch up, the ref comes and separates you. And you'll probably get a warning eventually, but really it's just a great way to either relieve some pressure, to recover for a moment, lean on your opponent, all of these things that Jake Paul has been practicing for quite some time, and it doesn't really exist in the form that it does in boxing outside of boxing. So Perry was doing a great job of just getting his elbows on the inside and then shoving them away. You know, it's how you would do it in the clinch or like when you're in a grappling situation on the ground. You just get your elbow in their face and, you know, make it uncomfortable for them. I am pretty sure it's against the rules, but whatever. Let's see here. Jake Paul was now cut after this round, and he was getting a little bit tired, and it made it closer. I actually gave this round to Perry. I didn't think it was a blowout round for him, but I thought he was the one who landed more shots, better shots anyway. And I thought he did more damage in this round. Yes, the jabs kept landing for Paul, but Perry was doing a better job of avoiding most of them in this round. So I had it 29-26 going into the fourth round. Now, Paul is swinging hard and trying to get Perry out there, but Perry is just taking them and keeps walking him down. Jabs putting Perry on wobbly legs, and Paul is landing some stiff jabs and left hooks, and Paul finding the mark with some nasty shots, backs Perry up. You can actually see that. I think I actually have that one. Okay, again, got to be quick on the button here. That jab right there puts him on wobbly legs. He follows up with some pressure, a ton of shots. He's not able to get the drop there, but he was able to obviously hurt him pretty bad. And then this fourth round, like, I don't know if Perry landed anything after his first punch that he landed. You know, I had another 10-8 round. 39-34, in my opinion. Round 5, Perry really just needs a KO at this point. He needs to sit down on his punches, get into that squatted stance, and then start throwing big hooks. Go to the body if you want, and then come over the top with something. You know, make it dirty, yes, whatever. But you got to do something. Like, he's got to do something different. He can't play this clean. I don't know what he was. I don't, honestly, based off what I saw, I don't know what his game plan was. He's just standing there getting his face jabbed off for the first half of this round, and Jake didn't even go hard this round, but Perry couldn't capitalize, probably because he was damaged and also tired. So I had a 49-43. Then round 6, both guys land hooks, but Paul's does more damage, wobbles Perry, and then he goes down, doesn't walk straight afterwards, and then the ref waves it off. So left hook right there, wobbles him, and then he comes in with the finishing sequence. Puts him down, and then Perry's able to get back up, but then the ref asks him to walk, and he walks crooked. So, overall, I didn't watch any of the other matches on this one. I wasn't interested. I think I've barely been interested in Jake Paul's boxing career outside of when he fought MMA fighters to begin with, and this one was supposed to be Mike Tyson, which would have been real fun. I still think they should go do that. All right, real quick about the production team. So, other than Tyron Woodley, the announcers were absolutely horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. The way that they're talking with their hyperbolic terms and phrases, the way that they act like everything's either the end of the world or nothing happened, it's so fake, forced, and performative. It doesn't feel like they're actually there to watch a boxing match. It feels like they're there to imitate the biggest calls in boxing history. Like, they know of all the big boxing calls in history, and they want to be a part of that. And like, oh, I like, this is how it's done. Like, no, honestly, it's not. It happens. Well, the big calls do happen usually at big times in big events. This is not that. I don't know if there was a lot of big moments. There was plenty of good moments, right? But nothing so crazy that you just saw. There was nothing so crazy in this that was unexpected, right? Based off that first round, if you watch that first round, the rest of the fight kind of told itself. There was that one round, right? Round 3, where Perry actually fought back and got some decent shots in himself. That was more surprising than the ending. So when they come out here and then, so I don't know the guy's name. I don't even want to look it up. I don't care. It's he's the same guy who has one of the worst calls in a beautiful highlight reel of Justin Gaethje. He goes like, oh, if they continue like this, they're gonna both have to tap out due to exhaustion. What? That's so stupid. What a dumb thing you said. What a dumb thing. And that's what I'm saying. It's performative. And he's the same way here, talking about everything being like, look how good Jake Paul's doing. Look how good Jake Paul's doing this. Tyron Woodley actually wasn't that bad. I'm not going to rag on him. He kept it pretty simple, saying, hey, like, this is what he needs to do. He's not going to do it. This is what he should do. He's probably not going to do that. This is how he could find some success. And then you have Ariel Helwani, who is, I don't know if he's got to be a character, right? He's playing a character. This is not real. But just for example, one thing that he said that drove me absolutely nuts, because he mentions that Mike Perry was able to keep fighting. I think it was against Vicente Luque. Was able to keep fighting with his nose going this way and that way, right? There's that great picture of him. I mean, brutal picture, but where his nose is literally does a zigzag. And he kept fighting. That's what messed his nose up. That's why his nose is all screwed up, was from that fight. Broke it so bad. Well, he says that. And then later on, when Paul hits him with a couple good shots, he's like, I don't know how he's still standing in there. You just explained how tough he is. Why he will refuse to quit. And then now you're going to tell me like you don't understand. You're just saying shit to say shit. You're just trying to insert yourself into the conversation. It's almost like they think they're the main event. Right? When Stephen A. Smith walks into an arena or something and he thinks he's the shit, like he's why people are there. Like, no, motherfucker, nobody's here to see you. They're here to see the freaking Lakers. Like, nobody cares about you. Right? So it's the same thing with these announcers. Like, they're all trying to put their stamp on it and talk over it. It's just bad. If you liked it, you tell me in the comments below why you thought you liked it, why you thought they were. It wasn't even about bias. They were just bad at what they were doing. And for Tyron Woodley, I thought he showed some growth here. I actually like Tyron Woodley on commentary. I think that he could do a pretty good job because I've seen him as an analyst. I've seen him on the desk. I think he did commentary before. I don't know if it was for PFL. It might have been for Eagle FC. No, I don't remember because that was Henry Cejudo. But anyway, I've seen him do stuff before. He's not bad. I actually like him, so I wouldn't mind that going forward. But the other two dinglings, and then I think the other color guy or the other analyst, that's absolutely horrible. This one did not have the excitement that the other ones did on it. I don't think so. Did you guys think so? I don't think it was that exciting. I don't think it was that fun. I don't think it was that hyped up. I think the fact that he was supposed to fight Mike Tyson and then goes in with Mike Perry, who 99% of people on the planet don't know who that is. I think that really took the excitement off of this one, and nobody was really clamoring for it. So let me know what you guys thought. I was kind of bummed out on just the whole production. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm always looking for him to get tested, and this just didn't do it. So if you like this kind of thing, subscribe to the channel. That way the next video is coming out. Like I said, I mostly cover MMA, and I will be doing that in my next couple of videos covering the UFC from this weekend. So if you guys are interested in those, go check those out. I hope you guys have an amazing week. Love you. Peace.